And yes, we are live. We are live in my pants.
Yay!
Miku, you back off.
Of course, you know how much I hate.
Messing with the camera.
I hate the freaking glare.
I don't care. You can't fix it.
I know.
Because you chose to do this.
I know.
You didn't do the light. You did this. Don't mess with the camera.
Well, you said let's not. Let's use the mics. So
What does
that's
that have
what
to
we're
do
doing.
with what does that have to do with the light?
Because we can't plug those in and the light. Remember?
You know what we can do though?
What?
We can plug them into a box.
I know, which is what I was saying before.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. Hello and welcome everyone to another podcast. Yes, we are so delinquent.
No, puppy.
But things happen. Sometimes we get tired, we get
She's
lazy.
after my questionable sandwich.
Yeah, she's really. You can probably hear her nails on the floor, at least slightly. Oh, now she's looking at me with the ears up in begging mode. It's okay.
Look at those eyes.
Look, I know. Oh, she's begging so much. It's crazy. You cannot have people food. No, you cannot. No, you're very cute though. So yes, it is Thursday night. I believe the last time we podcasted it was on a Friday night. So, we're just a little crazy, but yeah, so how's it going? You don't have a cup tonight.
I could have if Paul would have listened.
Oh, okay. But, coffee is in my cup, per the usual.
Sandwich is in my stomach.
Mm-hmm. So I know that you have a
we're going to go back and forth here.
A news thing that you want to share. So you go ahead and do that, and I'm going to pull mine up on my phone so I can be ready when you're done.
Okay, so just a brief little thing. As most of you probably know by now, Susan Wojcicki has stepped down as CEO of YouTube, meaning someone's going to have to fill her spot. This has already been announced a little bit ago at this point. As of February 16th, Neil Mohan will be the acting CEO of YouTube. He, prior to this, was the chief product, not advisor, enforcer, something like that. He was head over product layout, essentially. This has led many people to suspect, myself included, that his reign as CEO will not be the best, but I'm hoping to be proven wrong here. For those of you who don't know, he was being head over the product division meant that he overviewed the removal of dislikes, which is not good at all. I'm not a fan of that. They need to reverse a few things they've done over the past few years. It also means that, it doesn't directly mean this, but it came out later that day when it was announced that he was the main person pushing for NFTs and Web3 products on YouTube. For those of you who don't know, it's basically putting scams on YouTube for no reason. And him having a push on that, let alone a hand in it, is horrifying. Because now he's the CEO, he can basically go back to that idea and be like, I think we should look into that a little more. I like that idea. Let's do that again. And if that were to happen, it would not look good on YouTube at all. Not to mention that right now, YouTube is also in a legal battle. It's not George. Sorry, let me just look up the name of this. But this legal battle is a bit of an issue because it could change the end all be all for internet platforms as a whole, basically over section C30. If for those of you who don't know, it's basically stating that platforms with user generated content are not responsible for that content. They are simply responsible for what they do. There's a subsection of that allows them to... Hi, puppy. There's a subsection of that allows them to also moderate within good faith without getting in trouble for having other copyright infringement issues on certain videos and blah, blah, blah. But I just need to finish this search because I apparently can't type and speak at the same time. Is this it? No, that's not it. But basically, the reason this is such a big deal is if that were to happen, we would see no more the lawsuit is basically arguing that because YouTube uses an algorithm, the algorithm pushing content is the same idea as them promoting it, and therefore that would whatever the word is I'm trying to speak of, it would neglect their ability to use Section C30, which would not be a good thing. If YouTube ever gets in trouble for something like that, they are the biggest platform and the last domino for something of that nature. So can we not?
She's begging me to throw her ball.
I don't care.
I can't help it. And
so
she just threw it back at me.
If that domino were to fall, every other platform would have to follow suit. Whereas if that domino fell on, for example, Twitter, maybe YouTube could skate by it. So there are some very interesting issues with that. However, all that having been said,
she's playing by herself now.
Okay, that's good. Let her play.
It's funny.
So all that having been said, thank you, Susan, for all the good you've done for the platform, and you've done some questionable things as well, but gotta take the good with the bad. Neil, prove me wrong, please, and YouTube, kick this lawsuit's ass. That is really the hopes and dreams.
Okay, so I have a little something, Six Flags related, not just related, it is Six Flags, news. So yesterday, Diamond Elite members, and I think it's Diamond Elite VIP members, I don't know if it was also just Diamond Elite. But anyway, we got this email, and the subject is from Salim, thank you. So, and he is the CEO of Six Flags. So, dear valued Diamond Elite VIP members, Dan has not heard this yet.
Yeah,
so
actually, here, let me read it, because this will also be a better way for me to digest this, and then you can kind of...
but don't stop in the middle. Read it all the way through. Okay.
Oh.
All right, so he's...
I'm not just going to go, dear Valley Diamond Elite members, any thoughts? Any thoughts on this?
I wanted to read it, but...
Well, just because you have read it once already. Dear valued Diamond Elite VIP members, I hope this letter finds you well. At Six Flags, we are grateful for your continued support and loyalty as our valued Diamond Elite VIP members. Your trust in us as your trust in us as your go-to destination for thrills and family fun means the world, and we would like to extend a heartfelt thank you to those choosing us year after year and to those who recently joined. Your presence has helped to create unforgettable memories for our guests, and we couldn't have done it without you. Whether you're riding the newest coaster, enjoying a show, or simply spending time with your loved ones, we are honored to be a part of your life's special moments. This year, we are excited to announce the addition of several new events at participating Six Flags parks. From electrifying excitement of Scream Break to the delicious flavors of Flavors of the World, there's something for everyone at Six Flags. Additionally, Viva la Fiesta, and Brews, Cruise, and Barbecues promise to be unforgettable celebrations you won't want to miss. Get ready to be amazed at... Okay, so this looks like all PR speak. Is it? Okay, going. I was going to ask you if there was...
Like I said, read the entire thing.
Get ready to be amazed and entertained with the addition of new shows, from magical stunts to enchanting musical performances. Our talented performers will leave you on the edge of your seat with the launch of paid premium lounges this summer in all of our theme parks. You have the opportunity to enjoy unparalleled comfort and relaxation while still being close to the action. That's weird. I'm going. We are thrilled to report that our guest satisfaction scores have been steadily increasing, and our online community and fan base continues to grow. We are constantly working to improve and evolve. In that spirit, we are proud to share with you the introduction of state-of-the-art gaming and esports arenas and lounges at select parks later this year. Okay. In addition to these exciting new updates, we are also working to make your experience at Six Flags even easier and more convenient. That's why we're introducing Apple Pay and Google Pay across our parks this spring. This new feature will make it easier for you. Okay, that's good. To show my appreciation for your continued support, I will be sending a surprise gift to randomly selected Diamond VIP Elite members on a monthly basis throughout 2023. So please make sure you're registered. Okay. Your Diamond Elite VIP membership also gains you access to Scream Break pre-sale tickets. Scream Break is a limited event with special park hours. And a limited number of tickets. Stay late during spring break, and when you add this exclusive after-hours nighttime event to your visit, take advantage of your Okay, cool. You get $5 off each pre-sale, and that's it. That is a lot of PR. So basically, just to boil this down.
So yeah, go ahead.
There's like
thoughts. Because I have thoughts.
I have many thoughts. I actually didn't think we were going to spend a lot of time on this. We may more than I thought.
Yeah.
So I wish you had taken time to highlight things in there. So
I felt it was important to read it as a whole.
You're not wrong. But they're I do hate when companies are like, so we're adding Google Pay. Let me tell you what that does. You don't have to have a credit card anymore. I know what Google Pay is. I'm not.
Right.
You don't.
But
don't
that's
treat,
not even. But forget
don't
that.
Don't treat me like I'm an idiot.
Let's
go back
to. So.
There's one thing I want to talk about last for sure.
Okay. So last year they announced a bunch of different.
What is that? 4 new shows? Something like that. I mean,
they're not shows. Those are they're festivals basically.
Okay.
So last year they announced a bunch of new festivals and what was going to be coming to Great Adventure. Now these ones that the ones that they say here were never talked about last year. They were never advertised. Scream Break, which yes. I found out that is going to be at Great Adventure. Because I went to it, I clicked on it. To go see, and it is there. I
mean,
Flavors of the World, I have no clue. Viva la Fiesta, I have no clue. The Brews, Cruise, and Barbecues, I have no clue. If any of that is really going to be at Great Adventure or not. But
let's ignore that factor for a second. Let's break down these, because obviously I doubt there's full details on most of these.
Correct. There's okay. So
So Scream Break, there are details, right?
Not really.
Okay, so let's
basically what
there's
this is.
theming details, I would assume.
Yes, in
Okay.
fact, if we go ahead and click...
So let's ignore that one for a second. What were the other three? It was Flavors Around the World, the
Flavors of the World, Brews, Cruise, Barbecues, and Viva La Fiesta. I think those could be at other parks.
Hi, Jen. Up to $40 a night plus tax for one day.
Yeah, I was just getting to that.
Interesting. So we'll talk about that in a second. That's really interesting. But I just want to try and do a little bit of speculation first.
Well, so here's the thing. The prices it is $40 a night at the gate for the Scream break. It's literally only during spring break, so it's like for a week.
Right, so it's...
And we're getting, as Diamond VIP, we're getting $5 off, so it's $35 in the pre-sale.
I'm trying to think in my...
And I was told that it's like 3 hours after the park closes. And it's going to be... I saw in here somewhere, I think it's when you click on the link, it's like mazes. And I'm like, wait, so you're doing Fright Fest after hours in the spring?
I refuse to believe that's what that is.
Yeah, Scream Break
right
here.
It is.
Here it is.
It is that.
Here we go. When night
is.
falls on spring break, the thrills become chills with Scream Break.
That's bad timing.
Stay late and experience this limited after-hour special event, including haunted houses, scare zones, freak shows, ghouls, nighttime rides. And this exclusive pre-sale lets you take advantage of your membership or pass holder status and get discounted tickets to this terrifying event before anyone else.
That's
why. And look, if you look, and if you go down the list,
no. So that
boom, Six Flags Great Adventure, April 8th through the 15th.
That doesn't make any damn sense.
So April 8th through the 15th. Well, I'm looking at it and I'm going, okay, hold up though. $35 times 6 is a crap ton of money. Like, I don't think there's any way we can go. And what really sucks is that as vloggers, like, you want to go do these things so you can show it to other people. And I don't know that we're going to be able to.
Well, here's the thing, right?
Unless 2 of us go and that's it.
That's all we would need. Let's be real. First of all, who cares? But secondly, that's such a weird choice. I'm not even going to hound them on the price or anything, because that price makes sense for what they're doing. They have to pay the additional staff they'd have in that transition.
Okay, and I understand
and it's a lot of additional
but,
staff.
Okay, remember when Power Hours was like $5, and then they made it free? I don't know if you remember.
No, I know what you're talking about.
But I remember even saying, look, I would pay $10 to $15.
That wasn't a ton of extra staff, though. That was one person.
No, but when it did happen in the fall, it was during Fright Fest. They did have the mazes. They didn't have the scare zones, but
that
they
was
had
something
mazes.
They were already technically paying for.
And so it was okay. I get that. So I'm just kind of like, why can't we do a $15 upcharge?
Here's my biggest deal. Well, you know why. We all know why they're not doing $15.
Give families, do like a family 6-pack for a little bit cheaper. You know,
I think they would probably do a 5-pack, but I get what you're saying. Listen, so as much as you're hounding the price, which is good, I mean, I would like it to be lower too. My biggest issue is the theming. What the hell were they thinking with that?
Yeah, Scream Break. So
I was sitting here rattling my brain like, what could it be? Of course, my brain first goes to
It's a springtime Fright Fest.
The first thing I thought was that, but I'm like, there's no way they would do that.
And all I can say is, what the actual?
Because like Scream Break could have been a few different things.
But not for nothing, I love Fright Fest. So like, yeah, I want to see it. Yeah, I want to check it out.
Yeah, but that's not even. That's not.
But I'm looking at the price, and I'm totally hesitating because
is this
of
an
the
excuse?
price.
No, because that doesn't line up. Huh. I'm really trying to rattle my brain on this one.
What mazes are they going to have open? Are you just going to open up the indoor mazes?
That's probably what it is.
Or is it going to be one?
No, it says mazes plural. They have to have more than one.
Well, I mean, you never know. So anyway, I thought that was weird.
It's a bizarre choice.
I am going to try to find the money so that at least a couple of us can go, though.
Literally, it should be like you and one other person just to get filming done. I really don't...
Which, I mean, it's not like you can film in mazes, but if there's... Like, are there going to be enough people out there to have scare zones?
It's so... And why... If you're doing this... I bet another...
And for God's sakes, put the clowns back in the boardwalk area.
I bet another reason this got limited, like, ticket-wise, was... Or the reason the price is so high is because it is limited tickets. Why the hell are the tickets limited?
Well, the tickets were always limited for power hours, too.
No, but, in this scenario...
went to power hours. There were not many people there.
In this scenario, where you have an overhead you have to meet, why limit the tickets?
Well, that's actually not a bad point, but okay, so you know what this reeks of? This reeks of them trying to copy Disney's After Hours.
Really? That's what you got from this? Because for me, this, the overall of, more events, yes, I agree with that premise.
Well, however, the more events is... To me, see, I equate everything to Disney. They're trying to be like Epcot. Let's have a festival every 5 seconds.
For me, this more reeks of, we can boost our numbers early in the season by, here's your Fright Fest preview.
But a lot of people, I just don't know that a lot of people will pay $35 to stay in the park.
But think about it.
Extra.
So, in a lot of people's mindset, and I'm not saying this is what they will think. I think this is what Six Flags thinks they will think is, you're telling me I can see Fright Fest now, so I don't have to wait as long.
I don't think so.
But I think that's what they're thinking is going to happen.
I think they just needed something to pull people in. I think that's what it was. They were like, okay, well, we want to do a power hours.
They lean really heavy on Fright Fest.
Yeah, I think that, because I think
it's their crutch.
I think they wanted to do like a power hours type thing again because it is relatively popular. And I think that they thought, well, let's throw some Fright Fest into it to draw more people to the power hours. I don't know, though. I do want to go, that first night, because I think it's only the one Saturday night.
Okay, so let's get past this for a second. I just want to
so that was the one thing. The other thing
I kind of want to talk about these other couple events real quick. So Flavors Around the World, I feel like, is pretty self-explanatory.
But we don't even know that that's 100... Well, I think that one might be a great event.
I don't... location aside, just to, get speculation going.
Gotcha.
Flavors Around the World, I feel like, is fairly self-explanatory. Right. That's going to be like an Epcot-style thing.
Right.
But this Viva La Fiesta, is that supposed to be like a Cinco de Mayo thing?
I think so. That's what I think, yeah.
So are we going to say that that's probably not going to... But it's the Scream Break, it's at every other Six Flags, correct? So to have that so close...
Some of them. I scrolled through. It's not at every single one.
Will Viva La Fiesta be at the ones where that wasn't at because it's so close in time?
No, I don't think so. I don't think that it's going to be like that.
And then the Brews, Cruise, and Barbecues, that makes me think it's going to be like a Harley thing.
Or a car show type deal.
Yeah. That same vibe. Okay,
that seems to be like kind of a fun one.
That seems, in all honesty, that's the one I'm most intrigued by. Mm-hmm. Because it has the most anonymity behind it. Mm-hmm. And it has... It pulls you in. It leaves you wondering a little bit. And it's not something I've seen there.
I should have pulled up...
I've seen Cinco de Mayo stuff.
Well, I don't know. I don't know that that's going to be at Six Flags.
No, but I'm just...
At Great Adventure.
I don't care. I don't care where it's at. I'm just to...
Well, I mean, this is what I want. Right. I specifically want to, focus in on that. But I should have pulled up the list of all of the different events that are going to be taking place.
This also gets me curious. In addition to new shows,
where are you?
Right here. So they're not all gonna be. They're not all gonna be the theater, obviously. Some of these have to be street performances, but
Well, yeah, but this may not be at our Six Flags either. Because this is company wide. This may not. That's
right,
what I'm telling you.
100%. I
the
get
whole
that.
new shows thing. That Six Flags Great Adventure probably isn't even on the radar for new shows.
I'd be surprised.
I don't believe it for 1 second.
I'd be surprised
Because I think
it's one of their bigger moneymakers, and I know from at least when I was there and a couple years following, they are second highest rated amongst all the parks. So why not try to improve it further?
Well, hopefully. I mean, it doesn't specify like at participating parks like some of this other stuff
Exactly.
does.
That's kind of what I'm getting at here.
Look, fingers crossed that there really will be
Because
some new shows.
Because they went out of their way.
Shows.
They went out of their way to specify with everything else. They didn't specify here. That makes me think that we will be getting a new show or some kind of new performer.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm buying it until I'm seeing it, but we'll see. Okay, the next thing. But okay, I got stuff to say.
So, I don't know if I want to do these at the same time. The next two things we'll say.
Okay, well, I've got a lot to say.
I'll just read this paragraph in full real quick. With the launch of paid premium lounges this summer in all of our theme parks, you have the opportunity to enjoy unparalleled comfort and relaxation while still being close to the action. What does, in your mind, briefly,
I have so much to say.
What does that say to you? Like, if you had to sum up, like, what were the first thoughts in your head upon reading that?
That they are going to do as little as possible to make this, how do they put it?
Comfort and relaxation while still being unparalleled comfort and relaxation.
Yes, they will do as little as possible to make this a premium lounge, et cetera, et cetera. And I believe that their definition of premium is different than my definition of premium, especially when you get to unparalleled comfort and relaxation. Look, I got big ideas for that.
So here's my thing. Obviously, that's PR talk. But
it's going to be a wood bench under an umbrella.
I don't think that's it. But the part that really has me thrown off here is while still being close to the action. So in my mind, that means one of two things. This is a separate building, which they very much could do at Great Adventure.
Oh, yeah, they've got room.
It's a separate building. You go in, and it's legitimately like a under 21 club style setup. And then there's entertainment there keeping you close to the action.
I don't think there's going to be entertainment.
I don't think so, but I'm just like, that's
I think first of
one
all,
way. I just can't imagine what else they would mean by keeping you close to the action.
Well, you're going to be in the park, but you're in a lounge. That to me, I don't give a crap about that line. What I'm like, okay, with the launch of paid premium lounges this summer, paid. So how much are we going to pay for this? Is this going to be $40 a day, like per person or something? Because
also,
no, I will not be partaking in your cruddy lounge if you're going to charge me $35, $40 for it. That can't happen. It just can't happen.
Yeah.
Like,
So
what do you
I
mean
caught on to the
premium
paid thing. The paid thing too is weird. I agree. So
I mean, you
in
gotta
my
pay for it, and more than likely, this is what.
well, no, like obviously you have to pay for it.
And
In my mind,
but in order for it to be premium, A, it needs to be an indoor venue.
right?
B, there need to be free drinks, soft drinks, stuff like that, not alcohol, okay? Non-alcoholic beverages.
But a discount on alcohol while being in the lounge.
They can't, I don't think they can discount alcohol.
Are you sure?
I don't think they can.
We'll come back to that
I
later.
don't think they can give discounts on that. Anyway, so it's got to be inside. It's got to be free, unlimited, non-alcoholic beverages. It's got to have charging ports.
It's got to be a lounge.
Right, and comfortable, cushy seating, even though that can be very scary.
I just don't.
But, don't give me a wood bench and an umbrella. Although I appreciated that members patio. I really did, and I still do appreciate it. Not that it's a members thing anymore, but...
I just don't see, in my mind, how they thought... So yeah, the price point thing still sticks out to me. I agree.
I also think...
How much, and I don't think it's going to be... The only way paying for that would make sense is if it wasn't by the day. But then how would you do it? Because you can't do by the week. That doesn't make sense.
Right.
You can't do... Okay, you know what they could do? You pay X, Y, or Z, and you get this many entries. Once you enter within that day... You have unlimited access that day, like you can go in and out freely, and then you have 4 entries left. So you have 4 more days.
I think the other thing too.
Because I agree, you can't pay for that by day.
I wonder if it's going to be, also like, okay, you pay for it, but then there's also going to be a reservation system. Like, okay, we're full for this day.
There better not be.
Well, kind of like
I'm sick of. The amount of reservation systems.
Well, but when you get but then how many people are you going to let in? Like, how are you going to know? So you have to cut that off at some point.
No, you have to cut it off. I agree, but that's why you have someone stand there. You have a maximum occupancy. You have the kind of like the system I said. You let someone in, that badge gets used once or whatever, and then. Occupancy levels. That's just how you do. That's how they have to do it. I don't see another way. Because if you do reservations, I will slap the hell out of you.
I'm just saying something so that they don't oversell it.
And reservations wouldn't work either.
Okay, well, like when you reserve a cabana at the water park or whatever. Like, I'm wondering if it'll be similar to that. Like, we have X amount of slots, and that is all. Like, we can only sell 50 of these.
I hope not.
Well, because otherwise, not for nothing, but what if you need to charge your phone and you need to sit in there for an hour with your phone? What?
If they try to use this is not a feature for day-goers. This is not someone that just came down from Alabama for the day. Right. This is not one of those things.
Right. This is
for a member.
Right.
I think you know what? Honestly, here's Six Flags. I'll give you this one for free. Little layup. You only let members buy this, not season pass holders. You only let members purchase it.
Well, I think season pass holders too. I mean, because they're coming all the time.
But it's called you do it to get that upcharge. It's something that comes with the membership because now this person is definitely invested. There are definitely season pass holders who only come for the food, and they couldn't care less. But if you have a membership, you're coming for rides, more than likely. So, in my mind, the way you do this is you make it to where only the lowest tier of membership and up can purchase access. Once they purchase access, it is...
Yeah, but the thing is they're not selling more memberships, though. So
okay, well then you do the
season pass
okay, you do the season pass holder then.
Yeah.
But it has to be the season pass. It can't just be like a 5-day ticket or whatever. You add it onto your season pass, and then it's X amount of punches, and you kind of do that system because here's the problem: if you go in and you reserve
Or what if it's, hey, for the season, we'll give you, like you get like an actual lounge pass.
I think there should be a lounge pass.
It might be something more like that.
It has to be. That's the only way I see this working, though, is because if you do reservations, you will definitely come into the issue of, okay, well, this reservee didn't show up, but we can't reopen that slot. The day's like half gone. Mm-hmm. And then you have the issue of
I'm just
they were
really
only there
interested.
for 5 minutes.
Right.
Like, I don't agree with...
I'm just really interested to see how this flies.
The paid thing is bizarre.
Paid premium.
See, it makes sense.
I get it. You have to make money. I understand that, but how much are you
have to make
charging like families?
I think it's going to be a lounge pass. Realistically, I think it's going to be a separate pass.
And then
that's
the
what
next
it has
question
to be.
is, can I use the gazillion points that I have never used in the membership program to get said pass? And I think I should be able to.
They're not going to.
I know, but I'm just saying.
The argument is going to be this came out after that was done.
Well, I mean, that's true, but it doesn't mean you can't change the program. So
I still think they're
or
trying to
maybe one of
rework
the
members.
little gifts that he's going to send out each month is a lounge pass. Just sign me up for that one.
I think realistically what's going to wind up happening is that first of all, the membership thing needs to be rolled back out. Maybe in a new light. That's fine. Because I think there were too many tiers to begin with.
Well, I think that they don't want to do it.
They don't want to do it.
No.
They definitely don't.
The membership thing is dead, except if you already had one.
All right, so no, it is this part. So this part stuck out to me for probably obvious reasons. Mm-hmm. We are consistently working to improve and evolve. In that spirit, we are proud to share with you the introduction of state-of-the-art gaming and esports arenas and lounges. So that's going to be separate from the member lounges.
At select parks later this year.
But I just wanted to point that out.
I don't think that Great Adventure is going to be one of those parks, but I could be wrong.
I think...
Because where are you putting it?
You know where they're going to put it? They're going to take down that arena over by Safari.
I mean, they do use that occasionally still, but I don't think they have.
That would be the park to do it at the most. The East Coast has an absurd scene. Actually, doing it East or West, doing it Central would make the least amount of sense in my eyes.
So it's going to be kind of like, because that makes me feel like...
Now, here's my question.
Arenas and lounges.
The arenas, I think the arena over in that back corner is what that will fill, is an esports arena. If that's the case, all right, I don't compliment Six Flags hardly ever. This is fucking genius. And
watch, they won't bring it to Great Adventure, and you'll be like, what the hell?
That'd be a huge mistake, honestly, just because it's your biggest park. It's one of your highest rated parks.
Yeah.
And you have the space. The lounges... So, I am still trying to wrap my head around this wording. So you're going to do gaming lounges and arenas. Are they going to be attached? If they're not attached, how far separated? Are you going to open new areas of the park?
And how much is that going to cost?
So the lounge... Because, now, you tell me, actually, I misread this the first time. State-of-the-art gaming and esports arenas.
Yes.
In what context? Because state-of-the-art gaming doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean jack shit. So...
Probably some VR stuff
but that's not...
I don't know.
So, okay. See, this is where I have issue, because I know this is written by some 70-year-old dude who in HR who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about and was just told to print this out. I get that. But as someone who is very much in that realm, the casual mindset of state of the art is exactly what you just said. It's like, oh, VR, it's so new. But that doesn't mean state of the art.
Mm-hmm.
And so in my mind, state of the art gaming would be like a PC rig with a 3090 and like it's water cooled, it's
I just know.
overclocked GPUs, or not GPUs, CPUs.
Oh. I just know that it's going to cost more money, and I'm not thrilled.
It's actually interesting, though. Maybe it won't, because this says nowhere about paid.
Yeah, but come on.
But then why specify it earlier? See, if this were like
because
a different letter,
if Six Flags.
If this were a different letter, I could understand that. But you don't specify paid up here, and then literally a sentence later, you don't specify paid. This is back to back with the arena thing. So that's very... regardless, let me go back to the complimenting. It's genius that they would go that route. Because that's an audience that does not get much love. And it's an audience that would be very receptive to it. That's also a very interesting... I've never thought about doing like a amusement park having an esports arena. That's fascinating. My only question with the arena specifically, outside of like location and the specifics, is do they intend on doing big league games there? Because if so, they will be paying for that initially. They will be paying to have it hosted there instead of somewhere else initially. So does this mean I could technically go, and depending on the game obviously, participate in tournaments there? Like, what exactly do you mean? Is it amateur league stuff? Is it... Because amateur league stuff is almost more impressive to watch than pro league stuff. Because it's people that are just finding their footing. There's more mistakes that can be made. And I find it more entertaining to, like, learn from other people's mistakes.
I guess we'll have to see later this summer what actually transpires with all of that.
Yeah, it's just very... It's a unique route. And so good job, guys. You're kicking ass.
So I just want to... Okay, is that it for the letter? I think that's pretty much it.
I think so.
All of the... Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. They're doing Google Pay and Apple Pay now.
Yeah.
So that means you don't have to use your debit and credit cards.
But they are completely cashless, though. So you just can't use cash at the park.
You know what, dear corporate entities, stop treating me like I don't know the English language and what implications are.
But some people really don't, though. So I just want to pop out a quick reminder that Six Flags Great Adventure does open Saturday, April the 1st. That is not a joke. That is for real. It is no April Fool's joke. They open on Saturday, April 1st, 10:30 a.m. to 7 p.m. Same thing that next Sunday. Then on Wednesday the 5th, they open up for spring break all the way through Sunday the 16th. Let's see. So then Scream Break starts on Saturday the 8th and goes through to Saturday the 15th. It's funny because it's also not in the app. It just says spring break. So it looks like most days they are open 10:30 to 7. Now that could change because Six Flags has been known to change hours once in a while. So in the app, I don't see anything about Scream Break. So I'm a little confused. Like, I don't know. I'm just confused about that whole thing. If we wind up going to it, you know, there will be a vlog. We will tell you about it and talk about it. It's only for that 1 week, though. So, okay, yeah. So opening day, April 1st, and we will definitely be letting you guys know about all of the festivals. So spring break basically goes from the 5th. Well, now the thing that I saw first said April 1st through the 16th. But right now they have Monday and Tuesday as off days, as closed days. So, so that weekend, the 1st and 2nd, and then the 5th all the way through to the 16th.
I do have
basically is your spring break.
I do have an update to this, actually, to that email.
Okay. What'd you find?
It does appear that Texas will be receiving the esports lounge.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's not coming to Great Adventure.
I didn't say it was.
Maybe eventually.
I never said it was. I'm just saying. But where did... Oh, was this it? Here we go. But it is confirmed to be Texas. A first of its kind at any amusement park, Six Flags Fiesta Texas introduces an innovative esports gaming center with state-of-the-art computer equipment. More details coming soon. First of its kind at any amusement park. So it's not going to be first of its kind in general in any way, shape, or form.
The first time it's been done at an amusement park.
100%.
Yeah.
Trying to deceive these 50-year-old men who don't know any better.
Okay.
And then I will say innovative esports gaming center is a weird... I doubt it's innovative. But
okay, so let's move on because we've been talking about the Six Flags stuff for a while. We've got about maybe 15-ish minutes left. Why don't we... No, that one is mine. You already had one, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, then that one is mine.
Oh.
Rachel's trying to get my ice cream.
I was just wondering if you weren't going to have
No, I'm going to have it. Okay, so let's, real quick, let's talk about Disney 100, the Disney 100 exhibit at the Franklin Institute. We were there over the weekend. We were there for opening day. And if you haven't seen that vlog, go check it out. I believe if you just look up Disney 100, I mean, it was uploaded on Monday. So if you just sort of look back couple of videos, you'll see it. It is a long video. Because, just because there was a lot. And in the beginning of the video, I actually said, I explained that our tickets weren't until later. We're going to go around the museum and do some other things first. So I made sure to add a couple of those things that we had done in the video and like our lunch and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, wow, it kind of made the video longer, but I didn't want to not deliver what I said I was going to deliver. So, yeah, longer video. However, we will be going back probably, I'm going to say it's probably going to be in April, but I'm not 100% sure. But we will be going back before the exhibit leaves. And I'll get I'll film some different things for you guys because there was a lot. There were more props. There were costumes. There was just a lot. So I'll try to film different things. And I've already made up my mind. I will only film the Disney 100 the next time we go. I won't film the other stuff. So hopefully the video won't be quite as long. I felt bad for putting up such a long video, but
I wouldn't. It's content.
It is what it is, though. Well, and if it interests you, you're going to watch it.
Let us know if you guys like having some longer form videos thrown in the mix.
Yeah, for sure. And definitely also let us know what kinds of things you would like to see from the Disney 100 exhibit that either I showed or didn't show. Okay, Rachel. I know, but please, it's okay. Just, this is what happens when you have a Rachel. Yeah, if there's something specific that you want to see within the Disney 100, something you want me to explore maybe a little deeper or something like that, just let us know on one of the videos that, hey, I'd like to see, I heard they had this and I would like to see that. And I'll film it for you guys. So, yeah, but I already have kind of a plan of how I'm going to do that. As far as what I'm going to include next time, because I did cut a lot out of that, unfortunately. Anyway, we did give our thoughts.
Is that still pulled up on the phone? I'm just curious.
No, it's not.
Okay.
We did give our thoughts in that video, but for those of you who may not have seen it yet, we're going to talk about it a little bit here. Dan, I mean, what did you think overall of the exhibit? I know you said that you would go back.
Yeah, I mean, Overall, it was great. I mean, I had a good time. It was, I don't know if insightful is the right word, but no, it was enjoyable. I would definitely say it was enjoyable.
Yeah. I definitely need to get back to hit that. I think I'm going to go hit the gift shop first. I'm just going to run all the way through the exhibit, go to the gift shop. Hopefully they are fully stocked and I get what I need. And then I'll go back to the beginning and look at it all over again. But yeah, it was just so good. I would have liked to have seen the where it all began section, that first section. I would have liked to have seen that expanded a little bit, like to even just have the same amount of stuff, but make it a little larger, because there was so many people just stuck there. And it's like, yeah, we probably needed just a little more flowing space here. But it was so good. You know, it started from just, you know, the very beginning, October 16th, what are you doing? 1923. He's looking at stuff.
I'm trying to figure something out.
And it was just good. It was just really good.
We're all good.
You know, I like the interventions area, where it, you know, there was a
Did
focus.
you say interventions?
Interventions area. Wasn't that what it was?
Wasn't it innovations?
Oh, I'm thinking of Epcot interventions. Innovations.
You know,
right?
it's an already existing word.
Inventions.
Innovation.
Anyway, it was a focus in that particular room seemed to really be on the animatronics, because that's something that they
Innovated on.
Yes. And of course the multiplane camera, there was a model of that there. That was something that I don't think I explained it in the video, but that was something that the Imagineers actually created themselves. And it's just really interesting to see all of this stuff all in one place. Like I said in the video, it was kind of overwhelming. Like it was, you know, I just sort of got hit with all the feels, and then, you know, you move on to the next room and then you get hit again, and it was like just waves, like just hitting you and knocking you over. I forget where the stories come from was the next section, and that was really neat. There were some really cool props in there. That snow globe from Mary Poppins, holy cow, was that cool. That was so cool. It was so stinking cool. I love the Pooh Bear. The stand-in Pooh Bear was really cute.
Oh, also one more, sorry to go back so much, but one more thing. This seems like all this stuff that's on their site, including the esports arena, will be up for the 2023 season.
Yeah, it said in the summer.
Yeah.
It said later in the summer.
I did not catch that initially.
Do you have anything else that you would like to add about the Disney 100?
I don't know. I really don't.
I think just in general, I think it's amazing that, you know, there aren't many companies that have been around for 100 years or more.
Yeah.
And it just blows my mind. You know, Walt Disney himself was such a determined man. He was determined. He wasn't going to take no for an answer. If that subject interests you at all, if Walt Disney himself interests you at all, and you've never read any of the books, I would go find a good biography about Walt Disney and the Walt Disney Company. Just incredible the way he's like, this is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna find the money somewhere, and we're just gonna do this. And he just kept doing what he wanted to do, and you know, he failed an awful lot before he became a success. And I find it fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. There are so many Walt Disney stories. so many stories within his story that are it just fascinates me. It absolutely fascinates me. So I can't wait to get back to the Disney 100 exhibit at the Franklin Institute. Really, really looking forward to getting back there and filming some more for the channel, of course. Also, just a small heads up, if anybody is still hanging out watching this at this point, we are also doing a Franklin Institute series that we actually started filming last weekend on that. And I'm not sure when those videos are going to start going up because we have some things coming up the next couple of weekends. And I still have some Disney just quick videos that I'm putting out. So I'm not exactly sure when the Franklin Institute stuff is going to start being uploaded. But definitely, I would think more than likely it'll definitely be happening by the summer, and maybe just going through the summer, but we'll have to see what's happening. But it is coming. We are doing like a full Franklin Institute review. The first one is going to be just a walkthrough of the entire institute. I think we missed one area, I think, but it will get its own little in-depth.
I don't think we missed any on the walkthrough.
Yeah, over by where you go up the ramp to go into the exhibit, that we didn't really show that corner.
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't call that a missed.
Well, kind of, sort of.
We did show it.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. But, yeah. Whoops, sorry about that. That's just my phone making noise.
I have a quick question.
Okay,
it's gonna bug me otherwise.
Okay, and then we gotta go.
Do you know how the hell to find the news section on this godforsaken site?
News? Is that what you said, or new?
News.
I don't
The
think
new news.
there isn't one.
Okay, well, because
They don't have that. Are you kidding me?
They did. No, that's the weird thing, right? So I typed it in, and then on their site, it brings up the announcement.
Yeah, but you also went to Fiesta, Texas. Like, that doesn't really help.
I didn't go to Fiesta, Texas. That's the problem. I just typed in Six Flags Esports, and it direct linked.
Right, that's because that's where it's going to be.
Right, but when I type in, like, the premium lounges, that doesn't come up for any of the parks.
That's because it's not going to. That's not, like...
Yeah, but this gives a whole overview of that email, just for that park, though, and that park specific editions.
Okay, well...
That's why I'm thrown off. And obviously, it exists here.
Well, aren't they... But isn't the corporate office out there in Texas?
I don't know.
I believe so, which is why, like, it's focused there.
Also, Esports League in Texas, that's really smart. They're putting the arena in Texas. That's really smart. I did kind of have that blimp toward the end of our conversation because I forgot they had parks in Texas. So when I said Central, I was thinking more like at Central.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good spot for it.
Okay.
I'm very sad right now because I'm trying to find this stupid site.
Okay. Well, we gotta jump, I think.
You think things, man.
We
think things.
We definitely need to jump. So, yeah, it's been a good podcast.
Six Flags, fix your site, man.
Well, look, don't even get me started on that stuff. So okay.
Park information. Is that gonna have it? I don't know.
Okay, I don't think he's gonna say goodbye.
Why would I do that? It's not gonna work, Mother. We have 2 mics in.
Oh, it's out. Oh. Where was it?
Just give me the damn mouse.
Okay, guys. Have a great rest of your week. Have a wonderful weekend. We will try to jump back on next week. Probably Thursday, I think. Who knows? It might be the beginning of the week. You never know what we might do.
We're gonna hop on here next year.
We're gonna try. All right, guys. Have a great weekend, and yeah, we'll see you later. Bye.
Peace.